If you were born after this t-shirt was made, you probably don't have nostalgic feelings for this Lego set. Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar, your home for vintage t-shirts and new Lego. This actually isn't too new. This actually has been in production for a little while for a Lego Idea set. It's the Lego Ideas Friends Central Perk or whatever. I watched the show. I mean, it did have Jennifer Aniston on it, so I did watch the show occasionally. It wasn't my favorite of sitcoms, but it kind of, in a way, is like a Saved by the Bell for adults. You know, just kind of brain dead TV that you can watch. So, of course, adults watch Saved by the Bell too, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, this is a set I built. I built it all by myself. Nobody helped me. And I'm glad to finally have built it. I had actually, my copy of the set, I'd stolen some pieces out of it. So I wanted to build it because I couldn't remember what I stole. So apparently, for whatever reason, I stole some 2x2 1x1 10 bricks. I stole a corner plate and a couple other minor pieces. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, now I finally have built it. It does not look good from this back corner. I don't think it was designed to be viewed from that angle, but it is okay from this angle. It's a really, even if you don't like the show, it is a pretty neat Lego set. But speaking of friends, I might get you some close-ups of this in a minute. I want you to be my friend. I want to treat everybody as a friend. And I just have something I need to say. So on YouTube, there's this section called Hell for Review, and that's where all the links go. Even if you do the hashtags, those are links, so the hashtag bat questions go there. And so it saves you from seeing all those bot channels that post the links to adult sites. I can delete all those without anybody ever having to see them in the first place, because they go to Hell for Review, so public doesn't see them. Boom, I delete them. Well, I had a bunch of, and I was deleting them, and I kind of go through every comment because I don't want to delete people when they ask questions, or they just put a period in the wrong place and it thinks it's a link. That happens sometimes. If you put a period and don't put a space after the period, it thinks it's a link and it'll block it. So anyway, long story, I accidentally deleted 2 people, or blocked them, I should say, because I don't just delete the comments, I block them so they can't leave them again. And so I was going through those, and I accidentally deleted 2 normal comments from 2 people. The sad thing is, I don't know who they are. I saw the question, I was clicking on the button, and I'm like, oh, that's the wrong button. And it was the block instead of the approved. You got the check mark to approve. I was so in the groove of blocking all these bot channels that I hit that instead of the approve. I mean, I need to approve this, and I went block, and I'm like, I didn't even look at the name long enough to know who it was. So there are a couple of you, at least, out there that BrickTsar has blocked, and he didn't mean to. And I apologize, and what I would like you to do is, if you realize that I have blocked you, please comment on one of my other channels, or send me a message on Instagram, email. It might be easier just to comment on like Jabbo37 or something. Just say, hey, I got blocked on BrickTsar. And I don't know if that person that got blocked will even be watching this video. So it's like a needle in a haystack. Maybe I should do a community post for that. So, the way you can tell is you leave a comment, sign out, filter by newest comment, and see if your comment's there. If you don't see your comment, it's possible I blocked you, and I am sorry. So that's one of those things. And I think I've done this in the past, and I was able to figure it out. But in this case, I have thousands of names in the block list. And I was scrolling through, I'm like trying to see anybody that's familiar. There are the names that are familiar, but they're fake accounts. And so I know those, like the AFOL Mans, the Lego Freaks, Diesel Railcar Productions. Those are all, I got, there's a dozen of those fake accounts that I've blocked or more. So anyway, yeah, it's a long thing So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. So please check that. So this shirt, again, this is from 1995. So most of the people that don't like the Friends set, they probably were born after 1995. So this is Friends for you millennials. I'm not saying millennial in a negative way, but people like in my son's generation and maybe a little older, they didn't grow up watching this show. They probably didn't care about it. So you may not have an appreciation for it, and that's okay. It's a coffee shop. Just view it as a coffee shop. That's kind of the way I look at it. I tell you up front, I did not care for the paleontologist guy on this show. I didn't like him. So there's that. But I think he was a paleontologist. And it has the girl from the Bruce Springsteen video. Hey, baby. And she gets up on stage and dance. And it's got Jennifer Aniston. So that's about all I can tell you. And it's got Hey, Joey on there. So, do need to do a haul in this video. But I'm going to come around, get you the close-ups of this. Not that anybody cares. And then I'm going to do my haul. So my question to you is, can you appreciate a set even if you don't care about the TV show or the series or the thing that it's based on? For instance, there are some Ninjago sets that I like. I don't care anything at all about Ninjago. Have no interest in Ninjago, but there's a handful of sets that are keepers for me because they look really cool. And I think this could fall into that for some people. They may not care about the show, but it's got some really neat features here with the coffee shop, the bar. I like how they did that sign there. They used some neat studs not on top techniques for the flooring there, and also the wall with this angled wall. This is actually slightly angled right here. It's pretty cool. And you can they show you can flip this around. I decided to have it where the central perk was facing on the outside. I figured that would be more logical. They dropped some pizza on the floor. And there's the Jennifer Aniston. I'm not going to bother to show you all the different faces and all that. I'm just saying this is a really neat little set. And I think it'll be one that'll be worth a lot after it's discontinued. I think there will be a lot of people that wish they had gotten this, but they've kept it in production, I think, a good long time for a Friends set. Or for an idea set. So Lego also made these keychains so you can tell the names of the people in case you forget. Phoebe, Monica, Ross, Joey, Chandler, and Rachel. So yeah, like Rachel. Okay, so that, yeah, I just wish they'd given them like different outfits than what they had in the set. So it was kind of lazy, in my opinion. So here we go. We got a couple of packages I want to show you real quick for this video. Doesn't have anything to do with Friends. This is from somebody we just bought from a little while ago, and he was thanking me because he actually got a few more sales. It's Dr. T. Oh, look at this. What is this? Dr. T has sent me a pen of some kind here. It appears to be. So he's the one I bought the blueprints from. Did he forget his pen? Oh yeah, here it is. He's got, this is pretty neat. Bricklink store, Dr. T. Dr. T Bricks at Gmail. Dr. T. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Dr. T. All right. Yeah, so I know Joey went in and bought some of the blueprints after the video. There may be some others. So I went, and he was missing one, but guess what? He did actually have it. He went and got it for me. So this is the blueprint, the number 1 blueprint, which is the windmill. I collect Lego windmills. So, very rare. Read the plan carefully all through before you start to build. Key. Okay. Be very careful to use the right size and color of brick. So there you go. I think these were available at stores like in the UK. They were free, and I had to pay for this one. And Dr. T, thank you for having another awesome product. I also picked up a couple other things here. There were some monthly model builds. We got a little, I don't know, what is this, a Viking ship? And then this car. So got the instructions for those, and then I might go through my Bricklink store and see if I got the parts to build these and start acquiring these parts, because I did not have these. So yeah, that was from Dr. T. Wait a minute, there should be another one in here, I think. Yes, there is. There's one more. We got one more. Oh, this is a little truck. That's pretty neat. So it's, that's a pretty neat one. I don't know how I never saw this one before. This one's a little bit longer of an instruction manual, so it was folded up a little bit more than the others. So that was my order from Dr. T. So now I have all 4 of the instructions. There's number 1, number 2. Number 2 was the houseboat. Number 1 is the windmill. Number 3 is the London bus. And number 4 is our astronaut. Nice. Got one more package, and this is for Tipper Truck Army. It's from Germany. I can't remember the store. I have a couple of orders from Germany. Let's see. It looks like there's an invoice in here, I think. Okay. Got some wheels. I'm looking at my invoice so I know who this is from. Spielwaren. It's from Spielwaren. Herdestein. Yep. All right. So what do we got? We got that and a bunch of peanuts. So I think the main thing I went there for, of course, was the blue tippers. I did get some of the headlight bricks, which I'm going to be close to being done needing the 365 headlight bricks. I'm going to need a whole bunch more of these, the dualies, because you need 2 for each one. So yeah, I need a whole bunch more of those. Getting close to the amount of tippers I need. I don't need a whole lot more. I mean, compared to the second largest tipper truck army in the world, I probably do need a whole lot more. But that's all that was. Small order and very reasonable shipping on that one. So, yeah, Bragg 95 is the second to the last one I went on. It was in June. They're always in June. And one of these where we stopped in Dahlonega, it was like 40 degrees that night, and we're staying in tents. So it was actually pretty cold. It was intense. But this was one of the more hilly rides that I went on the years that I did the Bragg. I would love to do it again. I'd love for my son and I to do that again. But anyway, let me know what you think about both the haul with the blueprints. I will be working on getting the parts for the blueprints. It's very confusing because they don't call a brick a 2x4. They call it an 8 stud. So it's very tricky. 8 stud. A 2x3 is a 6 stud. A 2x2 is a 4 stud. A 1x2 is a 2 stud. And a 1x1 is a 1 stud. So you got to know that when you're looking at your bricks. And then the slim bricks are plates in those. But yeah, so I got to piece those together. It's odd that they actually got some of the colors that aren't as common, like blue. So there's not as many vintage blue bricks as there are white and red. And then the astronaut called for a lot of the slim bricks, the plates, in light bluish gray, or excuse me, light gray, not light bluish gray. What am I saying? Light gray. So those are going to be tricky to get. But anyway, so do you like the Friends set? Do you even care about the show? You don't have to care about it. It doesn't matter. I think this is a cool set either way. I am not paid to tell you that. I do buy things sometimes, even if I'm not crazy about the show or the series. I mean, I bought the Adventure Time, and I've never even watched Adventure Time. Of course, I hadn't even built that one either. And I do have all but one of the Lego Ideas sets. So, looking forward to the new ones that are coming out. There's a lot of good ones. And the Seinfeld one, though, I'm just going to say that's probably going to be right up there with like one of the top, because Jerry's Apartment, Seinfeld, the characters of Seinfeld. Now, Seinfeld is something that I personally relate to. I don't know what it would compare to people that would be in their 20s today, because I was in my 20s when Seinfeld was popular, on up into my 30s. Early 30s is when it ended, but it's like, I love that show. It was so real. At the same time, it was about nothing, but it was very real. It's some of the situations. Very funny show, Seinfeld. So I'm looking forward to that Lego idea set. Don't have the same connection to Friends. But anyway, if I am not your friend anymore on YouTube, let me know. I apologize to the two individuals, could be more, that I accidentally blocked. And I hopefully will get that resolved here in the next few weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take me to figure out who it is, or even for them to figure out that they're blocked. Because the crazy thing, if you're blocked, it still appears that you're leaving comments. You got to go in another account to see if they've actually blocked you. Oh, I may be getting more people that think they're not blocked, that I did block. Oh well, it doesn't matter. See you in the next video in a different t-shirt.